In this short video, I would like to show you how we could use weekly formative assessments on QMPlus to encourage student engagement with learning materials on our modules. Now I have here a mock module page set up by Steve Brandt for the purpose of this recording this video. Now this is a typical module page with about 10, 12, let's say, weekly tags containing learning materials. Now to demonstrate the process, I'll switch to student mode. So that's the student role switched to now. So this is the typical landing page of a typical module, I should say. It's just the week 1 page here that students will see enrolled on this module. Now they wouldn't see the week 1 in when they are enrolled on the module. In order to see the week 1, they would have to sign up to the learning contract. Now here I assume that they have done that already. They signed up to the learning contract and they would have revealed the week 1 content here. The week 1 content is, contains all the weekly learning materials, the first week learning materials. And further down here, they don't have any more access to further resources. So there's no week 2 here. In order to reveal the week 2 resources, they would have to go through each of these learning materials, read them, engage with them, watch the videos here, for example, and do the problem sets, and also post in discussion forums. Now, by the end of the week, I would expect the students to pass the quiz and progress to the next week. If they do not pass the quiz, as you will see here, it's written here that if they cannot pass the quiz with their first attempt, they'll have to go back and then review the materials, or if they do not wish to go back, they need to make 3 attempts. So they either have to have a minimum of 40% mark or a total of 3 attempts before they're allowed to go to the next week's resources. So let's take the quiz. So quiz 1, just to see what the students would be doing with this in these circumstances. Now the quiz has been available since 30th of May. I could hide this quiz if I wanted, or I could actually make it available whenever I want. I would usually make this quiz available by Thursday or by Friday of the week, so that students become familiar with the resources before the following week sets in. So it's a 15 minutes, there's a 15 minutes time limit here for the students to take the quiz. I would usually, I think I have 10 questions on here in this quiz. So 10 questions, 15 minutes, but you can change the number of quizzes or number of questions or the time limit you may give, or remove the time limit as well. But I prefer having a time limit here because in my midterm exams, students will be doing online quizzes or online tests. So there's a timed test, and with the timed practice or formative assessment here, they will also prepare for weekly midterm exam. Now let's attempt the quiz. So start attempt. Now to the right, you have the 10 questions here. So the students are able to navigate from question to question. But here I have stacked up all the questions on one page. Typically, I would have one question per page. But for this quick video, I needed to reveal all the questions. Now, let's fail the first attempt to see what happens. Let's fail the first attempt. So I'm going to do a random. So this is incorrect. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to fail it. What's this? Yeah. Right, so yep. Let's say this is false. Micro, yeah. So this is all wrong answers, so incorrect answers. And finish attempt. Students are able to review before they actually submit their answers. Here it is. As you can see, it's all fail. It's all fail. Now let's finish the review and see what happens on the landing page. So they can reattempt, and there are only 3 attempts, so they can reattempt one more time. But let's go back and see what happens to the landing page. As you can see, nothing happened. Basically, they still are back to the original limited view page. So this student will have 2 more attempts before the next week's results are automatically released, or 1 more attempt if they pass in the next attempt. Yeah. So let's pass the quiz now. Quiz 1. I'll reattempt the quiz. Start attempt. That's the answer. Free means no government intervention. Societies, macroeconomy as a whole, economy as a whole. Through micro. Here. Finish attempt now. Submit, finish. Now this student has scored 10 out of 10, so that's 100% pass. Finish review. Right, so go back to the main page. This is the landing page again. So this is the first week's resources. Now student has a green tick mark, and week 2 resources. And again, they cannot see week 3 resources because now they need to pass this last quiz here, week 2 quiz here. Before that, of course, they need to review the materials, and also each time they, let's say they download a material, there is a tick box here that would have a tick mark to show that they've done the sort of activity, and also they can track their progress right here. Right now, I've only taken the quiz 1, so there's a green box here, and each box here represents an activity. Let's say to turn this box green, I would need to do the problem set. So as a student, I would go problem set, and let's say I download it and then do the problem set. And next time, when I go back to the landing page, now as you can see, there is a tick here showing that I've done this, I've completed this action or activity, and I have a green light here as well. So the students are also able to track their progress here. Also, I can as well track their progress as their lecturer. So that's it about the formative assessment, use of formative assessments to track student activities and also to encourage them to engage with the materials, and also to make them engage with formative assessment as well, because usually we would have a few very minority of students doing the formative assessments, and many of them would come back to the module page towards the exam time or during the exam period. So we wouldn't see that engagement. But with this sort of a conditional flow of information, we must be able to, or we may be able to, I should say carefully, we may be able to have better student engagement and better assessment outcomes.